Welcome to the trade table. Today we are going to discuss what size mini split for garage. Have you ever looked at how cold your garage gets in the winter and wish you had a mini split system to keep it comfortable? It's not a crazy thought. Many people install mini split systems in their garages, and there are plenty of advantages to consider if you're considering it. But before you make the plunge, be sure to understand what size of mini split you'll need. When it comes to choosing the right size for your garage, several factors come into play. From square footage considerations to the type of insulation you have installed to climate-specific variables like humidity, these all have an impact on your choice. In this video, we'll dive into what size mini split is best for your garage and why, so that you can stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Calculating the size of your garage space. Now we know that certain factors determine the size of your garage mini split, and it's time to dive into calculating what size you need for your space. You can always get a professional opinion from a contractor, but if you want to make the calculation yourselves, it's very easy what you need to do. Measure the area. The first step is to measure the area that needs cooling. That means measuring the length and width of each wall separately, then multiplying them together to get the total square footage. Once that's done, add up all the separate areas in your garage and record the number. This is your total area. Calculate the BTU needed per square foot. Once you have your total area, you can calculate the BTU needed per square foot by multiplying the area by 30 BTUs per cubic foot. This number will give you an idea of how much cooling power is needed for your garage space. Choose your system size based on BTU output. When shopping around for which mini split system is right for your garage, use this number as a reference point. Look for a system that has an output close to or equal to what you calculated. This will guarantee that it will be enough to cool your entire space comfortably. Calculating the BTU output needed for the garage. Now that you know your garage's size and needs, it's time to calculate the BTU output required for the space. Before you calculate the BTU output, it's important to know that the rating is usually based on the highest possible temperature. So let's get started. Determine the highest possible temperature. The first step is to determine what that highest possible temperature might be. The easiest way to do this is to check your area's average temperatures for both summer and winter. Next, you need to take into account any potential sources of heat in your garage, such as direct sunlight or a running car. Once you've determined what that maximum temperature could be, then you can use this number when calculating your BTU output requirements. Calculate the BTU output needed. Now that you've established the highest temperature in your garage, it's time to do the actual calculations. To calculate how much BTU output is needed, first, determine how much heat needs to be removed from the space by multiplying together its dimensions in feet and a factor determined by climate zones. For example, 25 BTUs/SCEF degrees Fahrenheit. Finally, multiply this number by the difference between what will be considered acceptable, say 74 F, and the highest possible temperature you calculated earlier in this paragraph. And voila, there's your estimated BTU requirement. Figuring out what size of the mini split your garage needs doesn't have to be complicated. With a few simple calculations, you can easily calculate what size of mini split would work for your space. Factors to consider when choosing a unit. When deciding on a mini split for your garage, it's important to factor in several details that may influence the size of the unit you ultimately purchase. This will help ensure that your mini split has the power and efficiency to keep your garage temperature comfortable all year round. First, consider the size of your garage. If you have a small space, say 200 to 500 square feet, then you may be able to get away with a 9,000 or 12,000 BTU British thermal unit. If it's larger than that, then sizing up to a larger BTU unit may be necessary. The next step is to consider how many windows and doors your garage had, since this can also impact how quickly the space heats up or cools down. Finally, think about what kind of activities you plan on doing in the garage. If it's strictly for storage and occasional vehicle maintenance, then getting a small or medium-sized unit should do the trick. But if you plan on using it for woodworking or welding, for example, then you want to opt for a larger one since it'll need more power to keep up with these strenuous activities. Benefits of mini splits in garages. Want to get the most out of your garage space? Considering a mini split. Mini splits are a great way to keep your garage comfortable and efficient all year round. Not only do they help regulate temperature, but they also help filter out pollutants in the air and reduce humidity levels, making them ideal for any workspace or living area. There are quite a few benefits to having a mini split installed in your garage. For starters, they're quieter than traditional Hvac systems, since their components are located outside rather than inside the house. They also provide an overall more consistent climate, making it easier to keep your garage comfortable without having to constantly adjust temperatures or switch between fans/air conditioners. Moreover, mini splits have improved energy efficiency compared to Hvac systems, allowing you to save money on heating/cooling bills in the long run. Conclusion: the best way to determine what size mini split to get for your garage is to take measurements, calculate the area of the space, and determine the BTUs needed. However, if you're unsure of how to do this on your own, you can always contact a certified Hvac technician to help you determine the best size mini split for your garage. To get the most efficiency and enjoy all the benefits that a mini split has to offer, it's important to get the right size. Otherwise, you could end up with a unit that's too large or too small, leading to issues like high energy bills or inadequate heating and cooling. No matter what size mini split you choose, make sure it meets your needs and is installed properly. With the right mini split, your garage can be comfortable, energy efficient, and cost-effective. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it enjoyable, please consider leaving a like and sharing any mini split-related question in the comments below. Also, don't forget to visit thetradable.com for the ultimate resource on mini splits.